for Iranian loss, or is he going the victor? You know what I mean, with doing a victory lap, snubbing, rubbing it in China's face? Or do y'all think Taiwan and China will it be the Taiwan and China will be the discussion, or Iran and the U.S.? What y'all think the big discussion gonna be about? Is Trump looking weak to China? And I want to say the Trump administration, because the Trump administration is at war with Iran, not America. Because I don't see a lot of y'all come in saying Daddy Trump is getting these people and doing all this shit, but a lot of y'all don't even believe that shit. Y'all ain't even with it. Y'all so far in with the MAGA shit, right until the wheels fall off, that you refuse to admit that they might have fucked up with the MAGA shit. You just refuse to admit they might be fucking up with that bullshit, man. Smash that light. And that's why we got a long road ahead of us as Americans, man. Because a lot of us are super indoctrinated right now. Super indoctrinated too. The shit is crazy. But smash that like, share me out. What's going on with y'all, man? And what do y'all care about? Trump says he does not care about your financial situation. That's now that was crazy right there. That was hard for me to just be like, what? If I could see Trump right now, I would like open hands. No, know what? I'm gonna keep quiet. But that was crazy when I heard him say that. That wasn't a quote. He said that literally at a fucking the reporters was asking him something before he got on Air Force One. He said no, when he thinking about the Iranian shit, he's not thinking about so he doesn't give a fuck about your pain. And y'all come in here talking about Daddy Trump paying $10 at the pump. That's crazy, man. It's but to the victor go the spoils, man. He getting his chance. If I become the president, it's shit. If I'm like I always say, if I'm the president of the Bowling League. Don't tell me how to run my shit. That's the only reason you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like, yeah, Trump should be. Nah, he won to the victor go the spoils. But you know what? Take the necessary precautions to get motherfuckers like that out of there. That's what you got to do. You got to, I mean, now what it is shit. You got to exercise your vote and then complain. Once you exercise your vote and all other resolutions are, you know what I mean, resolved and didn't work, then you get him out of there. But shit, you voted him in. And then you'll say, I didn't vote. Even when you don't vote, you vote. It's five of y'all watching, man. Is y'all geeking and peeking and geeking? If not, double tap the stream. There's eight of y'all watching. Double tap that stream, fam. It's not an electric chair. It would not be shocking me. What y'all got going on? Right, Nicole's budgets. Why do they have so many people in China with them? They got 16 people. They got the dude from BlackRock. They got Elon Musk. They got the dude from Visa. They got Illumini. They got CITI with them. Why? But that's the initial meeting before they even meet up with Xiaoping. They got what are they going over to do? I thought most of those big companies was already embedded there. Charles, can you tell me why you say um, Trump is the true antichrist? Why is he the antichrist? Why might he just be a slimy politician? You took it. You taking the spiritual. Like we gotta stop. I mean, some it's in the prophecies and all that shit. But we gotta take religion out of government and look at it for what it is. This is just a motherfucker that he said it. Trump said he doesn't care or think about what I mean, your situation, your financial pains. That's crazy from a president. He didn't say, nah, you know what? I know my people's going through it. Y'all hold y'all head. You know what I mean? I'll be back. I'm going to China. You know what I mean? I'm gonna send some checks out. He said he don't think about it. Exactly. Budgets. You said, I don't know, but our tax money paid for it. Right. And that's what I'm trying to say. Is it their fault or is it the voters' fault? Because y'all voted Trump in. We ain't getting nothing but a hard time. True indeed. Like, wow, I'm just crazy. Um, like that he talked to people like Americans like that. Like he talked shit to them. Is he gonna talk to them Chinese reporters like that? Is he gonna tell his interpreter to tell them they're nothing, they're worthless, and they'll never work in this country again and all this shit? Trump is terrible. He's somebody old grandma or granddaddy that like say you own a business or you throwing a function or you even just having a cookout at your house and like it'll be people in your family that'll be there and they think because they're in your family or that they old, they can just say shit and do shit. I'm an old man. No, you can't set your motherfucking ass down. This Pete house, I don't give a fuck who house it is. You gonna respect. Like Trump is that motherfucker. He a old motherfucker that just he gonna say what the fuck he want to say. Like until you touch him, until you touch him. Go across his head or something, then you wrong for doing it. But damn, Trump, and I'm taking this outside of the realm of being a president, just being a human being with integrity and respect for somebody else. That's damn. Jim Clyburn now. But South Carolina dirty anyway. Y'all see that lawyer that killed his wife and his son just got his case overturned. So we can look for him for him doing that little bullshit tax or that money shit, doing that little bit of time or getting that shit reduced too, then getting the bond for his son and his wife shit. See, he one thing he know the law. He did his little 1-2s, went to jail, sat on it. Now he don't came back. They told him they probably say, go ahead and do the 5 or 6 years, man. You'll come back on that pill and we'll do what we can do. And you just make sure that my wife gets that 500,000 that you promised her, and my son gets that Mercedes, and little Elizabeth gets into Clemson. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, you watched the murder whole case. That shit was crazy. When I saw that it got overturned, I thought it was the son. He got a son that looked just like him too. It's crazy. But you all know that is, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was a family business. You know what I mean? A family business. So shit, he know all the loopholes and they probably looking out for him. Everybody, the whole justice system is fucked, man. Cause guess what? They still got to eat too. They still got to pay the same $10 gas we gonna have to pay. The $14 eggs, they still gonna have to pay for it. So they just as corrupt. Nah, I didn't. I didn't. Cause shit, that was like another goddamn on OJ Simpson case. They know the fuck he did it. I thought he was gonna beat it for real though. They know he did it. Just as well like they knew OJ did it. OJ put that last little goddamn on money he had on that shit and came back and got more. Chuck, what's going on with you, Chuck? I saw that junk you did. What part of the country you in today, Chuck? I saw that junk you did on what's his Chud the Builder. Chud the Builder came in here one time, remember? And they was like, that's Chud the Builder. He came in here saying some racist shit. And I said, cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. You know that's what that means. Remember that movie? That used to be one of the VHS tapes when they had Blockbuster and all that. That used to be one of the motherfucking most sought after movies. Chud. Cannibalistic underground dweller. It was a shit monster in the sewers. Y'all don't remember that shit? His son that died was a demon. A girl died in his boat, and the family tried to cover up her death. Why? Well, seemingly the whole family was demons. All them rich folks, man, every rich family has some shit in their background, or somebody killed somebody with a boat, a drunk driving. Then one that George Bush and his wife got caught with drunk driving, and then the Kennedys, the Chappaquiddick shit, and also the little young girl that got killed by they one of the Kennedys, but he had Skanko. Remember Skanko? He killed that girl when him and his brother was teenagers, and they watched them. They ain't found that nigga guilty until he was about 60 some years old of killing that little girl next door. He was a Kennedy, the Skanko dude. Yeah, that shit. They be knowing that shit. It depends on how much money you really put on it. Oh yeah, you in Alabama? What you doing in Alabama, fam? What's going on in Bammy? Picking up a load. Shout out all my truck drivers that come through here too, man. But Chuck, I'm telling you, I saw that shit. That Chud guy, man. He like the motherfucker that walk up and say, hold this here, boy. Remember him? He was getting all famous and shit. What the fuck happened to him? He got smacked a few times too. But the Chud dude, he had to have a death wish or somebody else with him. Was he always by himself? Because he used to be talking cash shit and thinking because he was armed people. You know what I mean? When we grew up, it was only one person with a gun. Now, when you see them young boys, every last one of them got a gun in their waist and a gun in their hand. It's crazy. Oh, the guy that was saying here, boy, and all that shit. He was a black nigga. Okay. So Chud, you know what I mean? What's going on, Barney Bale? What's your opinion on all this? Did China win Iran war? Trump doesn't care about your financial situation, and who divided America? What's your opinion, family? Trump said he could give a fleazy about our financial pains. He gonna eat. He over there eating shrimp fried rice with Xiaoping in China. Shrimp fried rice, and he probably got a pocket full of fucking fortune cookies to look at while he in the limo going back to his motherfucking presidential suite in Beijing. Him and Xiaoping probably sitting on Tiananmen Square right now, cooling by the Forbidden Palace. Just cooling. Smash that like, man. Shut me out. What are y'all opinions as Americans, especially as any Americans? Is he dead? Is Chuck the Builder dead? But let's notice you put the dove, the peace sign. This might just propel him even further, though, Chuck. You know, when they get caught up in all this racist shit, some white supremacist group will go out and protect him. I'm protecting Chud. I mean, sort of like what the Nation of Islam should be doing, but they don't. They only come out when there's a dollar to be made, especially fucking what's Farrakhan? He only pop up when there's a dollar to be made with his slick head ass. Woehead boy. Smash that like, man. 19 of y'all watching. Salute. Greatly appreciated. Now, share me out. Double tap the stream. And, you know what I mean? We got a long way to go, though, y'all. We got a long way to go, man. You going to Master's Warehouse to pick up a load of cotton? Or you going to pick up some chattel? What you going to pick up in Alabama at Master's Warehouse? Is it going to be a load of chattel or some cotton? I hope you got your papers too for the patty rollers get you. I'm going up to yonder. Remember that shit, y'all? I'm going up to yonder to be with my Lord. What's that Hawkins girl used to sing that shit when the Hawkins girl, and then it was the one before her. I'm going up to yonder though. What's going on, Sue for the Boy Files? How the family? Shout out Sue from the Boy Files, always coming through showing that super support. Yo, what's up, Zero Gravity? I said you had left a comment on one of my Jones. And yo, in y'all opinion, man, leave y'all opinion. Start leaving y'all opinion under these live streams, man. Your participation and start hyping up some of them. Yeah, Zero. Leave some more comments underneath my under the topics, man. Let's start getting some you know what I mean? Participation. Maybe something you want me to discuss or whatever. Just leave a comment underneath these joints. Been chilling, Zero Gravity. How you been, fam? DOD was good. You asked me, was fat meat greasy? Nah, a little salty, but greasy. None. It makes a lot of grease, but that's why when you cook it, you put it on a napkin or a towel. You know what I mean? You degrease it. You say Trump looking weak. Tonil. Yeah, the Claude Mythos situation. Claude Mythos situation. Explain the Claude Mythos situations to us, brother. Some of us might not be familiar with the Claude Mythos situation. Calvin Jordan say Trump being played. Mr. Rick says nope. But Calvin Jordan, how you feel like he's being played? You think they laughing at him because he coming off of a defeat, not a win, and he's probably asking for some tariff shit to go down. That's my opinion. Now you want to negotiate this tariff shit, and the Iranians got your ass by the balls. That's how I'm thinking. Maybe Zaping looking at him like, look at this bitch ass nigga. You know, no matter if he say y'all hold on, meow, all that bullshit. In his mind, he looking at this motherfucker party like, now who's the real Dookie? Big told you that. Smash that like. Everybody is laughing at Trump, not just China, says 2026. Okay. Cloud Mythos is an AI that was sold to major companies, but it has the capability to hack almost anything. Stupid fast. Wow, we don't need the Cloud Mythos. But like the Cole's budget said earlier in the stream, why are they taking 16 oligarchs with him to meet up with the Chinese people before he meets with Zaping? Because or was this already planned? Because they moved 16 billionaires, trillionaires at one time. This shit had, but you know, Trump was supposed to have been go over there, but he jumped that Iran shit off. Mother left the light on. The bug counts for you. Okay. What does that mean, Chuck? Your mom's left the light on, you about to go pull up at your mom's crib. That bug shit, y'all remember that bug type of zzz. 2026 says Trump is too deep into dementia to outthink China. So what were you about them? They're not dumb. Shit. Trump said he think about the situation in Iran. He doesn't think about our financial situations as Americans. How does that make you feel as a citizen in this country? And when he's voted in to make sure that we get what we need. The woke has already taken 2 of my grandkids to queers indoctrination. Sad. Who are the people that took your grandkids there? Were they your kids? Because if they was your kids, that's their right to do whatever they want to do with their kids, man. So the woke. Can you explain the woke also? Ghost in my window says it was Trump's. Hold on, because this looked like you really spitting something. It was Trump's sole side. I'm gonna warn his. He started war with Iran and China are allied with Iran. Russia hates the U.S. and 2 strongest armies in the world fight in the U.S. Russia is not one of the strongest armies in the world because they can't even handle Ukraine. So you got to reiterate, restructure that one. Well, shit, a lot of people got books they didn't write. You know, Kindle and all that shit to do it for you now. Ashka Kali says yes, it is. He did. Okay. Juke says cap. Shit. Explain to me why you say cap, Juke, or you just wanted to sound cool and do the blue cap emoji. But you know what they say? Cap don't care who wear it. So you might be, I mean, just projecting that shit off yourself. You might be capping. Y'all kill me when y'all write Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, well, that's a book. Making a deal in a book is 2 different things. Master left the light on at the big house for me, and it's a thankful. I said, Chuck, you is so terrible, fam. I want to tell you the top 3 strongest armies in the world are China, U.S., and Russia. The only reason Russia never got Ukraine is because UK and NATO and USA got involved. They wasn't fighting them ghosts. Russia was using fucking prisoners. They was using the Wagner group. They were using they wasn't fighting them. They're not using the Russian army. Russia ain't that ain't the power of Russia. Russia is the go-between. It's like the link that separates democracy and you know what I mean, China and everybody, man. They don't have no fucking hell of a fighting folks that we gotta be like, oh shit. They got nukes though. They got more nukes than us by way of when they were the USSR. They got nukes in all them countries, all them causes, all them stands. You know what I mean? They got nukes all over the place. That's where they fighting for us ain't shit. They got a bargaining chip in them nuclear weapons. They couldn't even beat the fucking Afghanistans. That's why the USSR broke up. You say Trump ain't looking weak, Jeremy. Well, Jerry, my bad. Johnny, you live in Poland, or you lived 8 years in Poland? Not even that. Russia just don't want any because they're capitalists. They don't want to fuck no money up. If you go to war, either you're gonna make money or you're gonna lose it. You understand? You're not gonna be able to eat and hold your plate. You're gonna have to hold that motherfucking AK. You know what I mean? So only the United States loves war because we are the number one distributor of war weapons. My brother's a political type of guy. He tells everything. He just said the U.S. are strong, but Russia. Your brother don't know no more shit than I know, and you know. Talking about he's a political type. That don't get it. Is he a politician or not? If he just some fat white dude sitting in this motherfucking boxes talking a bunch of shit, don't mean a motherfucking thing to me. So your brother can tell you my brother's a political type, but what are you? You coming up here speak? Get your brother, wake your brother fat ass up and tell him come in and talk to Black Money. Wake him up. Week was before Trump, Jerry. I go for it. I guess racism is very expensive. Black people know that. What this shit got to do with black people, dude? See what I'm saying? You doing that Charlie Kirk shit. Don't change the narrative so I can get, oh my God, what you say about black people? I could give a fuck. Because I know that's not true. So don't try to change the subject. Y'all motherfuckers, man. You're talking like a little kid talking about some government head of tables, but yeah, man, I guess so, twin. Stop trying to sound cool. You heard your daughter, your son say that bullshit. Ain't your motherfucking twin. I guess so, twin. What type of shit is that? You know better than that. You try to slip it in. You probably like 60 talking about I guess so, twin. And John, Johan, you talking about I guess racism is very expensive. Black people know that. You terrible. You say you ain't got no daughter, you 18. Then you ain't even got no concept for life. You just barely getting shoulders. Your ears ain't even fully motherfucking tweaked. You don't know the fuck you listening to. Your eyes ain't even got there going zoning in. Family, you ain't but 18. You still throwing up goddamn on infamil. You say MAGA put Trump in office. No, MAGA didn't put him in office by themselves. The people that did not vote put Trump in office. The Democrats put Trump in office because they didn't stand behind their candidate or they didn't provide substantial amount of time for the candidate to prepare. That's who put Trump in office. The MAGA people supported him getting put in office. Freedom of speech for sure. Run your mouth then, Kim. Kimberly Leaf, you say freedom of speech. Marlins fan says the Jews put Trump in the office. Jackass. I'm trying to find out, like, who's the jackass? Me or you? You coming in talking about the Jews. The Jews killed Jesus. That's the last thing they done. And now everything that happened, y'all blame it on the Jews. Ain't this crazy? The Jews killed Jesus. That's the last shit they done. Um, but all y'all that's Christians, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all are Jews too, because Jesus Christ is a Jew. You are offshot Jew. You're a Jewish cult. But yeah, Marlins fan. The Marlins suck, by the way. The Jews put Trump in office, jackass. Uh, it's 20 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the stream, man. It's not the electric chair. Let's get this conversation held. That what I mean. You can't with racism is very expensive. How many? What the fuck? I did an interpreter. Matter of fact, to even read this shit you writing. That what I mean. Racism is very expensive. Who many people wealth are wrecked? Lord God, as a Jamaican would say, I don't know. What the fuck, John? Johan? Hey, question. What you think the U.S. ain't managed to get Greenland like they wanted? Hint, Russia, UK, and Denmark and NATO when China were involved. Of course they should have been involved. You think when a motherfucking choice player's coming up and he might go to a weak team because the weak team got the draft. You think other teams don't get involved, so that choice player don't get fucking caught up in that weak team's, know what I mean, lag? Of course they was involved. You know what I'm saying? You don't think, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can tell y'all got no concept of hustle and grind and dealing with other entrepreneurs. All of these people you just named are entrepreneurs, and they stand something to lose if Trump was to get Greenland. So of course they was involved, dude. What are you talking about? That's why Trump snubbed their ass. You got to know that he ain't just say fuck him. He said fuck him because they said fuck him, and I fully agree. Take money, money, take money. Big bank, take little bank. Is, you know what I mean, is the American way. So you say Ghost put a lot of disinformation. Well, it's not disinformation, Johan. So it's his version of what's going on. I'm not reading no fucking Isaiah 25 to see the work of Jesus Christ, of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Question for you. Jesus from 12 to 33, what did Jesus Christ do? From 12 years old when he was in the temple flipping over the Pharisees shit for fucking with the money, until 33, what did he do? Okay? Smash that like. I've got a more concept of grind than most have stayed in place where all I know is hustle, but Trump ain't do shit, just made the U.S. worse as now, says Ghost Rider. China ain't giving y'all weapons. China won't giving us no weapons, nigga. We make weapons and sell them. Exactly, Zero. Zero Gravity says if any politician speaks, it's bullshit, right? Russia does. Russia does, Johan. He is right about that because right up there at the top, Russia is claiming some international waters they damn self right now. Russia does. You got to do a little bit more research in that. Russia got something to do with that Greenland shit. Maybe not China, but Russia, like y'all say, for sure. Smash that like, man. Take the poll too. What's going on with y'all? How's y'all evening, man? Who dividing America, man? And what's your, I notice all y'all making these excuses for Trump. What's your excuse for him saying he doesn't care about America's financial situation? Iran is more important. See what I'm saying? They say they got a Chinese joint that they stopped that in the blockade, but that blockade shit. What's up, Moch man? What you been up to? I ain't heard from you in a couple of weeks. What you been up with you, brother? How you feeling? How's the family, man? And oh, but you know what? That good weather, you been out there grinding. You still riding in the big truck. He gonna leave some table scraps, maybe a ham bone and some motherfucking dandelion wine out for you. Chuck, Chinese politician Xing Lao is working on taking the Arctic with Russia. So yes, China were involved. So that's what you mean by the international waters. Okay, salute, Ghost. You can't, and that is too. That is true about the Arctic waters. That's true because it's like a they got like a motherfucker their own canal type of shit going on up there, stacking and grinding. I mean, that's all the brother knows. But he closed the holes. But you right, China is on that Arctic shit, but directly dealing with the European situation. But it's right north of it, Johan. No bullshit. It's right north of it. All of that shit tie in because if they get the lock on going through that Arctic way, that means they have their own little canal type of shit going on. But Trump was going to every country that had them rare earth minerals. That's all he wanted, and that was for the Elon Musk shit. So now, what's so crazy is China has the lock on all them fucking most of that shit they need for their microchips, right? So all of these big business people might go over there and cross Trump ass out. They might cross Trump ass out, fam. That shit crazy. It's crazy. That's why I say we got a long way, man, as Americans. And what y'all think? Is Trump looking weak to China that he ain't flip um Iran quickly? Would y'all say is on some step into my lair, said the spider to the fly? Some like setting them up type of shit? Because I know one of them motherfuckers sent the clone. Because if I'm going over there with 16 other y'all, all of us worth 20 billion or better, and I got the president of one of the most powerful countries on the planet with me, I'ma send a clone. If I got a couple of billion, fuck it, build a bomb. I'ma send a motherfucking clone. I know that Donald Trump probably is not there. He's probably somewhere in a pamper, sitting with no shirt on, watching it from Mar-a-Lago. No disrespect, Donald, but I know you probably sitting a clone. It's too easy. Yeah, if you know, Trump is in China to make a deal. He didn't go there for no reason. Trump knows what's going on China. Have been backing. But what's so crazy is no, he was going to China to make this deal way before the Iran shit that was already playing. Remember when the Iran shit jumped off, he postponed it to this date. So he is supposed to be going over there making $1 trillion deal. Okay, that's why he got all those oligarchs with him because in some form he got Sachs, Sachs and Goldman and Sachs, whatever that shit is. The head of them with him, lawyers and shit. Whatever deal he going to make is for that motherfucking rare earth minerals that they need to make them chips. That's why he got all them goofballs with him. I mean, he got a menagerie of goofballs. Shh, what's happening? What's happening? Chilling. Akeem Page, what's up with you? Sending nothing but blessings, my G. Akeem always come through. What you headed to work, Akeem? Or you just chilling? But yeah, is Trump administration looking weak to China? Are they? There's 19 of y'all in here. Y'all fluctuating like cryptocurrency. That's what it is. Double tap that screen though. Yeah, Trump brought Elon Musk, the dude from City, shit. He got Visa over there with him. Like I said, Black Rock, and then it's another Black Stone. I ain't even never heard of Black Stone. He got he got some motherfuckers with him. And this all before he meets the premier Xi. They going over there on some other shit. Let's get them likes up to 100, man. Let's get them up, get them up, get them up. Did China win Iran war? Trump doesn't care about your financial situation. And who divided America? Smash it. 25 of y'all in here. Double tap that screen. It's not the electric chair. What's going on with you? The shit that's free, y'all don't fuck with. Y'all like to go pay. Trump can't make deals. He's incompetent. Johan, put some substantial shit behind that, though. Just mudslinging ain't nothing, man. Why? Why do you feel like he's incompetent? What did he do? All I know is Russia want the Arctic so they can control trade routes, right? And the reason Russia stopped the U.S. is because they low key want Greenland. I just said that earlier. All of them are, you know what I mean, wheelers and dealers. You know what I mean? Let me see that letter right there. All of them are wheelers and dealers. Yeah, you say Trump looking weak, Albert. What's your opinion on it? Can you give me an explanation why you say he is in the Trump administration? Trump over there on that bullshit. We should have been learning Russian and Chinese. You feel me? Because if they're gonna be doing business, we should have been learning it. No, they had us learning Spanish because they were scared of that Spanish migration, that northern migration that was predicted in like '89. Google it. They had us learning Spanish, and then at one time French for what? French can't whoop nobody. What's up, Rob Bass? Get loose now. It takes two to make the thing go right. Rob Bass, what's up? Bass. Why do you call a lot of names, Johan? Why is Ghost a Russian bot? Why is he a Russian bot? Trump looking weak because he don't give a fuck no more. He's like 80 and he knows his last term and he's trying to find a way to stay as president. I'll go for it, Ghost. He's not. He's 80, not 80 plus. Oh yeah, you say you living life grilling some burgers. What part of the country you in, Rob? What kind of burgers you grilling? Ostrich, tiger, emu, buffalo, bison, or just some good old fashioned American beef hamburgers? What kind of beef burger? What kind of burgers you grilling, family? Smash that like, man. Shout out everybody coming through. It's 19 of y'all in here, man. Let's get it popping. Make sure you get over there and turn on the notifications so that every time we have one of these dope conversations, you can get over here and engage. And you know, if you can see that above, it's Trump administration looking weak to China. What do you think? Okay, I'm in the Midwest, American beef, fam. Okay, I got you. I got you there, Rob. No disrespect. America for Americans. I feel you. Ghost says, Johan, I'm from the UK. I'm not from Russia. Now close that lip, German boy, before. Remind you, the UK got down back when we ain't have shit and still found a way to beat that ass straight belt. Wow, this some old motherfucking Reebok and Adidas and Puma shit going on. Ghost said, Johan, I'm gonna fall back and deal with the American shit, but Ghost, well said. What part of the UK and what part of the UK you in, Johan? I mean Germany you in, Johan. You probably in Dusseldorf or Hamburg, somewhere old stuffy ass motherfuckers at. But salute, y'all. That's some old Reebok, goddamn Puma and Adidas beef. I mean BMW and Benz. Because this rhetoric don't reflect the reality of Russia and China are the last colonies on Earth. Wow, yeah, okay. Conspire to truth. Trump is like an awesome poker player. Whatever on the table, whatever country he has to play to the best of his advantage. You think, huh? I think he's more playing Russian roulette, spinning the barrel for real. You know what I mean? Because like somebody just said, he was older. He don't give a fuck. He just said he's not doing it for the financial success of Americans because he said he didn't care about our financial. You know what I mean? Situations and our pains. He didn't think about it. So, what president that he has the people of America in mind and their best interest says stuff like that? But you know, we're gonna blame it on he 80. Like, really, you know that he's just a mouthpiece. So, who's writing this shit? The actual people that have something to do with how these Americans are being taken care of. No, he's an awesome poker player. He knows how to make the deal in the end. You'll see. Who the fuck is this? Is this Pete Chadspeth? Is this your other motherfucking Gmail conspire to the truth? Because you sound like you straight MAGA too. You probably sitting in your goddamn on MAGA cowboy hat, drinking a Billy Beer. Smash that like, y'all. Tell me how the Germans had all the blickies in the world and all the shit in the world and still couldn't get as far as the Vikings did with the UK. They lost the starving motherfuckers. Well, Ghost, I'm gonna tell you how they couldn't, because the United States got involved. Because before that, if you're talking about World War II, UK was done, and that's I can't let you sit there and do that because like they sent a lot of brothers out of Harlem to save Europe. I can't let you do that. The only reason they was able to not succumb to Germany was because of the United States family. You sitting there talking like UK do that. West Baton was the GI from Cleveland. He left the states after the Republican wrecked the steel. You was in here the other day too, yo. I gotta put a jacket on you because a couple of people in here was on that fucking camp on that base. Because you had told me how to say that shit. I gotta put a jacket on you. Welcome back. I think yeah, you was in here that vice baiting because you told me vice baiting. You said it with a V. Salute, my G. Put a jacket on you so I can know who you are. But yeah, you was in here the other day. Trump negotiates from a maximilianist position, always trying to put the most, but negotiating to get what he aimed for sometimes. But you know what? That's kind of like how you're supposed to do it if that's really what he's doing. Ask 1,000 questions, but you only want to know the answer to one. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, if you trust any of them, yeah, they all lying sacks of shit. USA got involved at the end. By the way, it was Russia. If you really go to research, it was the Soviet Union. Nope, it was the United States. The Soviet Union and Stalin got fucked over in the winter. The Russians or the fucking Germans couldn't make a move. But the Russian was ready because it was their winter. But the Germans couldn't make a move. Stalin and the man do shit. Their peoples was starving. The United States got involved, dude. And that's why it was the end. The fucking Europe was crumbling. They had failed. kind of like selling a home. You are aiming for 350, but you ask for right, so you can negotiate. So you can negotiate. You know what I mean? They couldn't fuck with that Blitzkrieg, man. Europe can't fuck with nothing now. They'll get crushed. That's why I saw a joint. The German, excuse me, the German cat said they need to be less dependent on American military and shit. Clayton Bigsby, he's a character that's made up, bombastic. Bushkin, you could have came in and said something else that was. I mean, you could have named a black person like, what's the dude that's running for governor in Florida? Byron Donalds. You should have came and said somebody like him because he's associated with a bunch of white nationalists and stuff like that. But Clayton Bigsby, that's an imaginary character, dude. So I can't even take what you're saying seriously. Putin, Russia has nothing to say. Even Zelensky making the street so he can make his toys parade. Hey, man, Russians and Ukrainians cousins, man. That's a family fight, man. You don't get involved in a family fight. White folks don't know that because they nosy as fuck. They always peeking out the window when business is being conducted or when somebody's about to get their motherfucking brain smashed. They're always seeing some shit. I saw him. He ran across there. There he is. That's the problem. I mean, y'all ain't supposed to be getting in that Ukrainian shit, man. Yeah, that's right, Rob. They rely on America to do this shit. Most European countries don't really use military. They rely on NATO, but America. NATO is America, dude. They are under our wing. What are you talking about? That's why we pulling all our fucking NATO is that base that we got our soldiers on. That's under the NATO banner on all those places. Italy, Spain. You know what I'm saying? Do we got any bases in actual France? I'm pretty sure we do. I just don't hear about it. All of them countries suck. They can't do shit. It's about time that we start picking back and them motherfuckers get them off. And that's my opinion on it. But white folks, they have an opinion on it because they feel like that's where their ancestors at. Yep, that's where they at. And they weak as a motherfucker. If there was $1 trillion worth of lithium in Ukraine, America would be there. It is. That's why they there. They got rare earth minerals. Google it. NATO is the North American. I mean, you know what NATO is? America is a part of NATO, the North Atlantic. Okay, everything Northern Atlantic, not South America. Nobody from South America is in NATO. The North Atlantic. Okay, America is the strongest country in NATO, dude. What are you talking about? I live up the street from the NATO headquarters in this country. This is in front of the NATO headquarters. This thing right here. What are you talking about, man? The United States is NATO. Without the United States, NATO ain't shit. Look, here go the statue that's in front of the NATO headquarters, with about a mile and a half away from here. This statue right here. You see that? Let me see. It's made out of one of them bullshit ass European planes. You see that shit? That's in front of NATO. That's made out of one of them bullshit ass planes, man. Name 3 reasons why you say MAGA, Daniel Mackey. Yes, they do. All of them shits is weak without the United States. They do need the United States. They're weak as fuck, my G. I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, but I'm just scared of massa. Hey, yo, and that's true though, Chuck. You know that we will shoot up our fucking communities. We will blood and crip till the fucking wheels fall off. You know what I mean? Get beat up or get beat up, all that shit. Peter rolling motherfuckers all up and down the Broadway, all up and down the highway, the boulevard, the avenue, strip. But when the police come and you got the time to pay the piper, time to pay the king, render under Caesar, we on our knees, call my mama. Head down, hands clasped behind our backs, crawling back to a motherfucker. When we just banged it out. We had a matter of fact, we had a 38, and the dudes we killed from the other side had AKs. But these police come and we give up easily. Call my mama. That shit is crazy. That's one thing about the black community. Man, Spain is weak as fuck, dude. For real, Chuck. Spain is weak as fuck, man. That's why they don't own no more of their colonies. They're weak as fuck. Right, Rob. That's how I feel. You invited to the cookout. NATO is defensive organization. It is an invasion force. They just invaded Haiti to get them fucking precious rare earth minerals. Black money. The only thing we can really control is our health. Our body is the true temple. Says time. What's going on? Time won't give me time. It's a true temple. It's not no church. And it's not those fake pastors or bishops. True indeed, family. That's why I was just talking to my queen earlier today about that. God is not in those buildings. God is in you. You are made of the God particles. You are, you know what I mean, in essence, a very the vessel of God and the gods, because it's all in having faith in whatever you believe in. And I just say, if a motherfucker can change what you believe in, maybe you didn't believe so strongly in it. But yeah, Spain is weak as fuck. NATO ain't gonna. They just don't want to fuck over NATO. You know how you gotta your next door neighbor. You know they weak as fuck. You should slap him, but you gotta see him at the bus stop tomorrow. You don't want to every time you see him, he's scared. So you keep shit down. God is in me. I am God's child. Our intuition comes from a higher power, which is the Lord. Time. Salute. You are so right, man. And sometimes you wonder what's that voice in our head. What's going on, Daniel Berry? What's up with you, family? If you're into sports, I get over there and check out Daniel's Berry highlights. He got some dope highlights over there, and he's always giving his play-by-play run through of different games and stuff. You know what I mean? What's going on with you today, Daniel? But what I'm not gonna do is discuss anything about Vietnam. That shit old as fuck. Spain can't beat none of them either. That's why they weak as fuck. The voice in your head is the Lord telling you, don't and do it mindful of your intuition. It's your self-awareness. True indeed. How do I see the average American living 200 years in the future? America probably won't even exist. It'll probably be some kind of corporation that was, you know what I mean, the remnants of America. You know what I mean? They probably won't even exist in 200 years because don't none of y'all want to be Americans? No way. All y'all want to be is Apple fucking watch consumers, and um y'all bow down to the corporation. So shit, this might be the United States of Apple in 200 years, family. Shit. How do I see Americans living? Or badly living, because all this AI shit, it only can help or hurt. And 9 times out of 10, if what the lady that wrote fucking the Terminator and what's the Matrix, that what she wrote is true. I see bad 200 years from now, I see all of us cyborg and robotic, because we already done started all this shit around us that's technology. That's no less making you a cyborg. Until they found a way to implant that shit in you, you're gonna have it either in your hands or your fingertips on it. The same as way as you go in the room now and everybody has a phone in their hand, their head down, and nobody looking up. So the way they're gonna get you is through that stream, because that's where you at with it. They could blow your head off, but you got your head down. There's a 50% chance they might miss, but they know you're gonna be peeking in that stream. That's why United States wanted to control TikTok. Like watch Trump swoop in like a prayer in the night. You say I'm absolutely right, zero gravity. I'm telling you. I'm a descendant from Mexico, but I'm a fourth generation American. The U.S. is the best country I could live in. Grew up poor, but I made good choices, work hard. Exactly, Rob. My dad was in Vietnam in 1968. After his duty, he was based in Vice bathing and never wanted to come back. He probably had PTSD. You know, they fucked over a lot of them Vietnamese people that went to Vietnam. A lot of the soldiers, they put that DDT on their ass too. They killed all that fucking jungle shit because you know Vietnam. I didn't want to talk about it, but Vietnam was a running gun war. They had never fought one like this shit in the jungle where the motherfuckers was. You know what I mean? Hiding and disappearing. They was in their element. They didn't fight a straight up draw your weapons and boom boom boom. They was fighting a war of, you know what I mean, partisans. Yeah, but a lot of them motherfucking Vietnamese veterans, them like Rambo and them, they had a lot of PTSD. Like I said, that fucking shit. What's that shit? That they was putting on them. It's got some letters in it. That foliage shit, and then they went on and started selling it to you to kill weeds and shit on your plants. What's that shit? DDT. That DDT shit fucked a lot of Vietnam veterans up. They outsmarted a bunch of United States kids because there wasn't no soldiers. Remember, it was the draft, so a motherfucker probably get 2 or 3 weeks of training, and most of that training was how to clean your shoes and how to keep your weapon up. But they didn't prepare them for how to keep your feet motherfucking from getting motherfucking wet walking through them goddamn mud. Or watch out for this hole. They kind of got them just indoctrinated into the state, so they won't fight in a fighting force. They was fighting a drafted, you know what I mean, militia. So you know you got to know war, family. So stop trying to knock the United States, know what I mean, and then try to understand it. You got to understand war before you even discuss it with me, fam. So yeah, you say you thought there was nah, hey yo, Cam, that's an airplane. It is a transformer. That airplane is outside of the NATO headquarters in America. I live like a mile and a half, 2 miles away from it. But that right there is an airplane. One day my queen was riding by it and she sent me this shit. This shit dope. That's actually made out of an airplane. Probably from I think from the elbow. It looks like Sweden or the Netherlands, because you know Sweden got a base over here on the East Coast where they make missile mechanisms and all kind of shit going on. But I get you. I mean, the UK done lost wars, so we done. The UK lost so many wars, family. All countries rely on US. Yeah, I'm gonna start having them. I mean, you know, I'm on a 90-day sabbatical, so I'm probably 20, 30 days into a 90-day sabbatical, a regrouping. So I'm gonna start having guests up here, but I'm particular who I deal with. You know, I'm a one man show. You know what I mean? Either it is or it ain't. You feel me? So you know, I'm kind of particular who I associate who I give my time to. You understand? And sometimes it's best to just chill. You know what I mean? That's how I move. I don't keep a lot of motherfuckers around me. You know what I mean? I do my dirt all by my lonely. Shout out, motherfucking Naughty by Nature. PTSD was an issue, but he kept things together. He was from Cleveland, so he was a hustler if he was from Cleveland. If all the countries rallied on the US, brother, then every country would be fucked right now. But that's not the case. Man, that is the case. We done turned on all the countries. You only lost to the US because we had help from the French. To be fair, you guys kind of gave up when you started talking, taking losses because it wasn't really worth it till you keep fighting from all across the world. You right? Plus, they had too much shit spread it out anyway. At the same time, they was trying to hold on to the jewel of the kingdom, India. They was trenched in Nigeria, fucking with them Benin motherfuckers. They was all the way down South America on the Falklands. They was trying to make a substantial impact in Asia. You know, they took Hong Kong. Yeah, France suck. You talking about how strong France is? They suck. France is they sleep, ghost. They suck, dude. They couldn't even beat Algeria and the North African countries, man. They suck, dude. That's what it is, Rob. Hit the super chat on your way out. Hit the no, matter of fact, hit the cash app on your way out. Black Money Trust, man. It's posted. Hit the cash app on your way out, Rob. Nah, bro. Bring people that have different views. You're a normal guy like all of us. Ask them. Man, I ask the questions. I can just bring you up there. You know what I mean? Don't tell me how to. You know what? I don't really prescribe this book, but this shit crazy. This shit is real. This right here. I'm talking to you right now. Zero gravity. Listen. See this book right here. The first thing they tell you is what's rule number one? Somebody please. What's rule number one? Never outshine the master. This is what I do, homie. Double tap that. This is what I do. Never outshine the master. This is the fucking Rob Green, the 48 laws of power. Okay, never shout the master, family. Let me do me, homie. I move like I move because sometimes fools rush in. You go bring in a bunch of people on your shit, and then there's a bunch of chaos. See, you know what I mean? I'm not one for chaos. I like to chill because I know when I get mad, when I'm for real with my shit. You know what I mean? Camera, I'm gonna say this now: the French Special Forces, man, the French Special Forces suck. You know that gun that they have? That's the one of them calico joints. Them shit suck, man. You got the French mixed up with the Swiss. They got a crazy dope fighting force, or even some parts of the German militias, because you know Germans have their history in fighting. French, nah, they had Napoleon and a few little, you know what I mean? But the German, and then also remember the Germans held all of them down. The Hessians, okay, the Teutonic Knights. I'm a man of peace, but I studied war. Believe that. So when I go, I'm fully prepared. I don't watch sports. My life is a motherfucking race. I'm running at it. You feel me? I don't even watch sports, family. And that's just me. What's the French Special Forces called? The hold on. I'm about to tell you, because I did watch a documentary on these fuck niggas. Yeah, nah. I can't even think. I ain't even gonna hold you. I can't think of it right now. I'm drinking. But them motherfuckers suck. The Stasi. Now is that the Germans? Is they the Stasi? What are they called? Is it the Stasi? It's something with an S. Don't fuck nigga. That's why niggas go around going to the French and go to the Legion. They suck, dude. Name one thing the French did lately, like stop some shit. They didn't. They got kicked out of fucking Africa. They was colonizing Africa. They got kicked the fuck out. Like recently, they was colonizing. They got kicked the fuck out. Send it to me, Zero Gravity, if you want me to check it out. Send it to me. My Gmail is on my page. Get in touch with me. I'll let you know what's my P.O. box. But send me the book, man. Phone died. Excuses. No, what are the French forces called? Ghost? Was I right? The Stasi? All their forces suck, man. They don't have they ain't got no motherfucking history in doing shit. They suck, dude. France, all that shit suck. SEAL Team Baguette. SEAL Team Baguette in goddamn the Spanish they'll be called the Maharenas. God damn. SEAL Team Baguette. France suck. Spain suck. Germany suck. France got a fucking bed bug problem. They need to be worrying about their bed bugs. You know, the Olympics was just there a couple of goddamn months ago. I know all them international sports people took them fucking bed bugs international. It's like bed bugs in motherfucking Vietnam, but the Vietnamese already speak French because they try to get in over there. But they somewhere over there, Southeast Asia, talking about bonjour. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So what's the French called, Johan? Yeah, the Stasi. The GIGN. And yeah, they suck, dude. They can't fuck with Blackwater. They can't fuck with the Blackwater ops. They suck, man. Frenchie, what's going on, Frenchie? What's up with you? Bonjour, oui, oui. Speaking of Frenchies, what's up with you, homie? Yeah, they pretty good. All of them ain't got shit up on the motherfucking United States Special Forces. Know that. I got you lying on that one, Ghost. Navy SEALs don't run from shit. I know about 30 of them. Marines or Navy SEALs don't back down from shit. So I got you lying on that. And when did we go up against any French people? Frenchies, we protect the French, ain't we? You talking crazy. They come and get pointers from our Navy SEALs. I ain't even gonna let you down talk my people. I beg to differ. Them motherfucking French motherfuckers gay as fuck. They ain't come up against no goddamn Navy SEALs. Navy SEALs, man, get the fuck. Yo, didn't I tell you I live like a few miles from this shit? I'm surrounded by Navy SEALs and motherfucking fighting men. Nah, dog. No fucking GIG and French mothers can't fight, man. That's why they got kicked out of Africa, dude. You ain't got nothing lying. They get into a fight. You ain't got nothing lying. They got into a fight with French special forces. When, dude? When? What do you? And you put it in all in capital letters. Okay, they got some shit like Pegasus. Yeah, he talking about Navy SEALs test shit up, dude. They test shit up. Talking about French people are protected by the United States, dude. France sucks. They weak as fuck, man. S SSDSS. Inflation is the highest in 3 years for sure. But what you gonna do about it? Are you gonna vote? Are you gonna lobby? You gonna put some money on it? What you gonna do about it as an American? What can we do about it as an American? You see the president budgets. You see the president say he don't give a fuck about nobody financial pains. He don't care if you're hungry. He don't care if you're getting put out. He's in China trying to cut $1 trillion deal. Know what I'm saying? He might have switched on fucking Europe and get in bed with China. He might have switched up on Europe and get in bed on rage baiting who? Some funky Europeans? Nah, I'm just speaking my mind. I'm American, dog. That's the problem. All these Europeans, man, they just trying to get involved in American politics and they shit stink. You know what I mean? SSD says, fuck Trump. That's what it is, family. And not to debate you against it, but name 3 reasons why you say that. Cameron, Cam, I live near the largest military installation on the planet. And ain't nothing but some Marines over here. And a few French people probably come through here. Remember the other day when I did that live and I was downtown and the person was behind me, ran and he fell? And you know, those Chinese people out there, one of those Chinese people was the Korean K-pop dude. He was here for a military tattoo. They got a submarine breach. Nah, and see now you know that they don't even fuck with that submarine shit. Smash that like. Did you see it? They went to war with him. Come on, man, cut it out. And this is, you know, that's a German telling you that shit about France. Now, right? Smash that like. Yo, hard. Right, Ghost. Don't tell him shit. Oh no, Ghost is saying that bullshit. You say Trump. Okay, name 3 reasons why you said Trump, DTM. Tell me 3 reasons why you came in and said it. And it's not to debate you. I'm just trying to see what you feeling. I mean, you said Trump. You always calling somebody up. Fuck him. Don't call that pussy ass nigga up unless he gonna hit the link and come up here and run his mouth. We can't tell what he say. Talking about let you call. You that's some hoe shit. Every time you try to make a point, talking about let you call somebody. Call that pussy ass nigga for what? I'm gonna believe him. You think I think Omar Suarez is a motherfucking rat because Kaiser Sose says he's a rat? God damn, nah, dog. You gonna call? Let me call my homeboy. What type of shit is that? Your homeboy is a lying ass, stolen valor motherfucker. If he get on that phone, we ain't gonna see shit. Next time I go live, bring your homeboy. I'm gonna drop the link and y'all can pop in. I want him to have the fucking beret on and all that shit. Since you say he one of them, you know what I mean? He works since G. Come on, man. I'm going live after this, probably like an hour or two after. I want you to bring your homeboy, put your money where your mouth is, or don't ever show up again. Ghost in my window. A lot of them, daddy, rally with the Nazis. Arnold Schwarzenegger might be a Nazi baby. His big ass. A lot of them. Did you know that you still using Nazi shit every time you put on some Coco Chanel or some Hugo Boss clothing or drink a Fanta soda or even put synthetic oil in your car or drive a Volkswagen, Mercedes Benz or any of that shit. Coca Cola, even Ford. A lot of motherfuckers supported. Chase Manhattan Bank. A lot of people supported Nazi Germany. Remember? That wasn't the first time they killed Jews. They killed the black Jews around 1492. The Jacobians, the Moriscos, the Huguenots. Y'all gotta study history and stop relying on them motherfucking underpaid history teachers that got y'all mind fucked up, man. Salute all the underpaid history teachers for the indoctrination, man. Blame them. Based on the vetted reports, May 26th, there were no credible reports of the CIG and French national intervention breaching the U.S. submarine from a quick Google search. Based on the reports, as mentioned, there are no right, right. Cam, he just trying to make himself look good by just saying a bunch of crazy shit. Ain't nobody fuck with no United States submarine. France would have been blew the fuck up. That shit would have been French fries for shizzle, my nizzle. You know what I mean? French would have been French fries if they would have fucked with a United States submarine, dude. Know it. Rashawn say I write it because I live it, motherfucker. Fight the power. What's going on, A310? That was a dope market that you was at RFK Stadium. That I like that fucking. They ain't got them got there going swap meets no more like that, man. That camera with the 2 lenses. You should have snatched that. What was it? Did they want more than $100 for it? Because it was worth like $400 or $500 to $1,000. You should have snatched that double camera with the double lens. If it was at a good price, you could have flipped that shit, man. As soon as you showed it, I googled it, and it was there's like 2 different versions from 2 different companies, but you know what I mean, you could have got a little flip on it if they had it for you know what I mean, a cheap. But yeah, that was a hell of a swap meet. I saw it, yes. And then did you ever go back and get some of them catfish nuggets? What was they hitting for? Well, that's my type of shit right there. To get out there and hustle at the swap meet and also to buy different shit. You can find some cool ass shit at the swap meet. Yeah, it would have been all over the news. Cam, come on. It's a submarine. Nobody is just, most of the people that is captain of submarines become admirals and top brass and in the government and stuff. That submarine shit is some real shit. Right. The Huguenot, but they was black Germans. They're not telling you that. Of course they was with the they was blacks. They went from France to Belgium to the Netherlands, and then they got tenure and went to Canada, and some of them went to the territories in the South, like Louisiana. You know what I mean? The same as the Arcadians. The Arcadians with the Canada, but the same group of people are known as the Cajuns in Louisiana. Do your research. Huguenots, Jacobites, all of them had black people in them too. You know what I mean? What's the Jacobite? A worship of Jacob, right? But they happen to be black. I'm familiar who the Huguenots was, the Reformation. Martin Luther put the note on the door and said, we need to read the Bible. Y'all need to stop sending these priests and these friars and read the Bible in Latin. We need to be able to interpret it in our German tongues and our French tongues. And you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Do history, man. Don't let history do you. You in here quoting some shit for some underpaid history teacher, family. I go get the facts. I get at it. I mean, smash that like. Go do your history on Jakob Fugger, man. Spell Fugger. Jakob Fugger. The Rothschilds ain't got shit on him. He was the original Jew that they owed the bread to. Europe and motherfucking the Vatican, as they call it now. The Holy Roman See. Smash that like. 310, what's going on in Anacostia, fam? What's up with you? Elvis was a hero the most. I mean, Elvis. Well, that sucker was straight out racist. Motherfucker, your man John Wayne. Oh my because I'm out, man. Fight the power, my G. I don't give a fuck about it being a French name. You seem to have a French baguette up your ass and a fucking German Bierstein in your mouth, a Wiener Schnitzel even. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck about. I told you, but I told you who the Huguenots was that came here. Also, Huguenots and Jacobites came to the state of Virginia also to help start the University of William and Mary and Williamsburg and all that shit. Come on, man. Remember, y'all people was putting up them borders. Germany, France, and Belgium and the Netherlands have a long history of cooperating. They're right next door. So why can't a German? You know what I mean, that's like saying somebody with the name Lipowicz, a Jew from New York, can't be in Miami. Ain't no Lipowicz's in Miami. Smash that like he could have been from Belgium. Belgium is closer to Germany than France is in between that shit. Or Luxembourg. Y'all, man, y'all be, and it also sound like some white supremacy gonna leak out, but I'm waiting. England House of Lords have become a think tank because against America. They hate Trump as much as the Democrats. England sucks though, Russell. So England can just sit down. You know what I mean? They suck. Don't nobody want no bangers and mash, no fish and chips. You know what I mean? It rained too much over there. I hate wearing galoshes. You know what I mean? I don't give a ham sandwich about ham, Nimrod, Mishran, Punt Kush. None of them motherfuckers, man. Because that's old history, water under the bridge, and just speculation. What's up, Donald? We got them talking about the China win Iran war. Trump doesn't care about your financial situation and who divided America. But I don't give a damn about none of them motherfuckers, man. Talking about some black shit. I'm an American. I mean, why do y'all always go to the black shit? But if I do it, you get, you're being racist. The racist doesn't exist. Black people can't. I mean, no, motherfucker. I don't give a ham sandwich about ham or Nimrod. You feel me? Or Zebedee. Who's Zebedee? Tell me who Zebedee is in the book. Or Jesse. Good at mate. Goddamn Donald. You sound like goddamn. Well, you text like you sound like Crocodile Dundee. Good day, Mike. Just finished wrestling the dingo. Shout out my boy DVS in Australia too. Good day, bro. Where you from? You good day. You didn't say mate, so and you didn't say broth. England, you just said broth. Come on, broth. Obama was just in Canada. Why you say Canada is a mess? Canada seems to be doing fine. They ain't shit though. No, they're not. Those names are Greek names, Greek people. Like even the name, the word Pharaoh, that's Latin, that's Greek. You know, that was their interpretation of a people that was more ancient to them than them, and where they went to school and got their knowledge from. My G, stop quoting a bunch of misinformation in here, man. All that bullshit you quoting, that none of that's real. None of it. If you really want to find somebody's culture, look at their artwork. All the Greek motherfuckers is black on their fucking pottery and all that shit. Man, you know what? Smash that like it's only 8 of y'all in here, man. But you know what? Y'all might be the great 8. I mean, double tap that. You might be the 8 that I need to push me. Just you know what I mean? 16 of y'all. We doubling up, double up, double up. Double tap that stream, man. For the love of money. Double tap that stream. You know they say for the love of money you'll kill your own brother. Hmm. 14 of y'all in here is fluctuating like cryptocurrency. Smash it though. Mama there, P there, we there, C there. Ah, that's that mystical verse on we won't stop. You can't stop us. That those living soldiers. Thought I told you. Smash that like y'all. 13 of y'all in here, man. Did China win Iran war? Trump doesn't care about your financial situation and who divided America. Take your pick. 26 likes in here, man. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's start like let's get them up to at least 30. So if you haven't double tap the stream, man, double tap the stream, smash it like. Let's start with that. Let's get them up to at least 30. It's 26 likes in here, man. It's not the electric chair. I don't know why y'all so skimpy with it, but I do. I know why. But it's all good. Smash that like, man. And I'm still waiting on. Dude said he was gonna get his homeboy on the phone. That was a When the French motherfuckers. Ain't he busy? What the fuck? He got time to get on the phone and tongue wrestle with Black Money about if him and his buddies breached the submarine. Let's believe that any French motherfucker breached a submarine, a United States submarine, he probably somewhere, you know what I mean, 7 leagues below the ocean, man. Believe it. What did the kid say? He would have got left up north, but he was the chef up north. You know what I mean? Smash that like 16 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the stream. Steve, for sure. Nope. You text them and tell them leave the door open because you're gonna be a little late. Submarines little is a bitch too. And those old school battleships. Warren, what's going on with you, Warren? Steve, what's up with you today, family? Right. He said it was some French Stasis. Some French Stasis did it. You know a lot of shit. You sure you ain't the feds, Johan? I know a German suck. Germans suck. German fighting people suck, man. Hey, Johan, are you in Germany right now? I want to ask you a real question about what's going on in Germany. Was over at my friend Rose's. I took a casino pizza over there. We had a good. Okay, what's a casino's? Is it a deep dish? Don't I know it? They ain't even in power no more since Ronald Reagan said, "Tear down that wall, Gorbachev." They got a new name now. Okay, what's up with the crack epidemic in Germany? All jokes aside, there's a crack epidemic in Germany now, ain't it? Johann Schweitzer, Johann Black, Schweitzer. Doesn't that mean black? Wasn't that? Wouldn't that come out the black? Johann, you a little Jewish too. Johann Schweitzer, John Black. Yeah, I heard they having an epidemic. Okay, okay, okay. Is it deep dish or is it New York style pizza or is it Ohio style? And what's the signature topping for the Casanos? Schwarzer. That's black, right? So what would your name come out to? Witzer. Weitzer. Weitzer. White Squaza. Yeah. Schwartz. Black. A lot of people don't know that. Vrotz. Scott Vrotz. I can't, I mean, You said you only know Pizza Hut, then you don't really know pizza. Pizza Hut is commercial ass pizza. It's good. I fuck with Pizza Hut when I'm just ready to snatch some, but a good New York style, a good Chicago style, a good California pizza kitchen even. You know what I mean? Pizza Hut, yeah, is the McDonald's of you know what I mean, or pizza abroad, I guess. Did China win Iran war? Trump doesn't care about your financial situation, so do you? And who divided America? Let's look at the poll. Trump approved 35%, disapproved 52%, 50-50, 8%. It's Obama, Biden, and Dems fault 6%. Okay. Okay, so it's a typical Italian. It's the pepperonis, green peppers, onions. Do they do the anchovies? The ham, the pineapple, maybe if they a little, maybe a little prosciutto. You know what I'm saying? What's the Italian style of pizza? Because you know the Italian style of pizza is actually just American style pizza. Italy's concept for pizza wasn't with the pepperonis and shit. To be honest, do your research on it. That's like Chinese food. They don't eat Chinese food in China. It's American soul fast food. Okay, the margarita. Okay, okay, gotcha. The margarita. Gotcha. The red, white, and green toppings. Gotcha. And y'all are aware of the same time that Spain was occupied by black people for 700 to 900 years. Southern Italy was also Sicily, Naples. Know what I mean, Corsica, all that shit. I ain't even heard about it. All right. Why are they doing that? Why do they want Paraguay to switch to People's Republic of China from Taiwan? What's the difference? What is Taiwan doing with Paraguay that China saying that they can replace them in and give them what services Taiwan and Paraguay, you know what I mean? European pizza probably suck, dog. The Almoravides in Senegal, you know they was black, right? But y'all say the Moors know they were Arabs. You know what Senegal is, right? And they were more than just Muslims. It was all kind of people. How far are you from Hess? No, that's wrong, dude. They're not the ones that conquered the Andalus. The people that Tariq and them was with. You know what? I'm not gonna say here and fuss with you about some bullshit ass stinking European history, man. It's about America today, man. You know what I mean? You throwing me off with that, Johan. I'm on making America great. I ain't trying to discuss the finer points of the motherfucking the Moorish incursion and the Moorish input into European history, because without those Moors, Almoravids, whatever you want to call them, and from Senegal and Morocco and all that, y'all wouldn't be taking baths. You wouldn't have no structured religion, no money, no arithmetic, no math. As they call this shit uh, Arabic numerals. For, you know what I mean? The alphabet. Wow. But everything was gone. Is the sound still gone? The sound still gone, Steve. Armando says Republicans are cowards. Is the sound back? Somebody give me a thumbs up if the sound's back. That's crazy. The feds. The feds found they don't know how to act. Smash that like, y'all. Smash that like. 11 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the stream, man. Oh, great heavens. Did China win the Iran war? Trump doesn't care about your financial situation and your pains and who divided America. It's a conversation. Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Trump approved 33%, disapproved 53%, 50-50, 9%. It's Obama, Biden, and Dems fault 5%. Don't forget to take the poll as you're coming in. That's what it is. What y'all think, man? Is America looking weak dealing with China coming up off that? I mean, we about to wrap this one up, man. Shout out everybody that came through and showed their super support. That's what it is. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Who divided America? Does United States look weak um in the eyes of China because of Iran? Or any topic you want to discuss, make sure you leave a comment below.